Awful Sports presents
advantage, of course, still remains with Tommy Hearns. And Ray Leonard and I were talking earlier that he may have the longest reach in ring history. That 78 inches would be hard to beat. And of course, he is very broad-shouldered, and he uses the reach well. It's been a gift that he has had, and he has used that gift well with a very powerful jab. Arthur Mercanti is the referee. The scoring is on the 10-point must system under WBC rules, 12 rounds. The distance, Tony Perez of New York, Eva Shane of Fort Lee, New Jersey, Dickie Cole of Dallas are the judges at ringside. Hutchings and white, champion Hearns in gold. Now, will Hearns try to come out and get Hutchings out of there early as he did against Duran? Will he be determined to show that the Hitman was back for more than just one bout?
I see a mistake already from Fred Hutchings, Tim, and that's the jab. The left jab of Fred Hutchings. He brings it back too slowly. He's dropping that left jab, so look for the right hand. Counter right hand by Thomas Hearns.
Tim, Hutchings also looks very, very tight right now. If you get nailed when you're tight, Tim, it's going to be curtain. And Tommy is very, very relaxed in here.
Well, I think most of the prognosis was that if Hearns was going to stop Hutchings, he would do it early. And there's a solid left landed by the champion. But that if Hutchings got by the first 2 or 3 rounds, this could be a very interesting fight, but he's wobbled already. Hearns is after him, and he's got him in trouble. Hutchings trying to survive. And he did a good job of escaping there, Ray.
Hutchings should hold on and, well, at this point now, should move and clear that head. Because Tommy's going to throw just a barrage of punches once he gets his man hurt.
Tim, but Hutchings is reaching for Hearns. He's walking into Hearns. It's the worst thing you can do.
Hutchings still wobbling, but now finally getting a clinch around Thomas Hearns, as Ray Leonard suggested he should have done immediately, but he did escape with the worst damage after the first combination that wobbled him.
He's reaching in with that jab, Tim.
Watch for the right hand, because Tommy Hearns should counter that left jab.
Hutchings' eyes are a little more clear now. Looks like he's got himself back together, but he is still very much a target for Hearns. There's a solid left hook landed by the champion.
Wide open for a right hand. Hutchings is wide open for a right hand, Tim. He reaches in with that left jab. There it is again.
Hutchings, trained by Noah Cruz, who had the champion Carlos Palomino with him the last month. Under a minute to go. It's the first round with the champion having staggered the challenger Hutchings, but he stayed on his feet.
Tim, we mentioned that Hutchings' height might bother Hearns. It's the other way around. Hearns' height is bothering Hutchings. Big right hand.
Comes out on a big right hand. Hutchings in difficulty again.
Hutchings does not have the experience. He's not been in Cali fighting.
The right hand, and down he goes. The first knockdown, a right hand, sending Hutchings, who was backing up as he was hit. Under 30 seconds to go.
Tim, here's where the second prays at the bell rings so he can get his fighter back and straighten him out. Tommy has to get him out of here. He's got 20 seconds to do it.
Hearns pounding away.
And with the mouthpiece out, his lip is cut now, Tim. He's in bad shape.
An overhand right sending Hutchings down for the second time.
Tim, there's 7 seconds left. He may make it.
5 seconds.
I don't think so. I don't think he's going to survive this round.
And the bell should ring. And there it does.
Here has been through a difficult first round.
The area, it's funny because the areas that they figured that Hearns would be susceptible to counterpunching, Hutchings is falling prey to those same mistakes.
That's right. Hutchings is doing all the leading. He should be patient.
No doubt.
There he is leading again. Every time he leads, he leans in.
He has a world title bout, no doubt, has affected the start of the performance by Hutchings today.
Tim, it's an amazing thing. In the gym, all he was doing was waiting and feinting and looking to counterpunch. As soon as the fight starts, he forgot everything he worked on in the gym.
Well, Hutchings also straight up, but also he's giving away a couple of inches, inches so in height because he's stooping down.
There he reached in again.
Tommy at this point is going to pick his shots.
Big left hook. He's nice and relaxed, Hearns.
And the left hook has been a very effective thrown by Tommy Hearns.
That left hook wobbled. The challenger Hutchings again is still looks on very unsteady legs. In round 2 scheduled for 12.
It's just a matter of time, because Tommy has the experience. He knows exactly what to do when his man is hurt. He's not rushing himself, which we had questioned as far as his overconfidence was concerned. He's taking his time, picking his shot, and waiting for an opening where that he can put some combinations together and get Hutchings without ring.
Hutchings has been unable to reach Hearns so far.
That's right, Tim. If Hutchings can land a punch or two, maybe Tommy will have a little respect for him. But right now, it's all Tommy's own way.
Little blood from the nose of Hutchings. Hutchings in white, the champion in gold. McCandy, the referee, second round, scheduled for 12, and it was nearly over in round 1 with a pair of knockdowns by the champion Hearns.
Now Hutchings is bleeding from the nose, Tim. Getting a little closer to Hearns, though. Landed a couple of jabs.
Hutchings has a good solid jab and a very tough left hook, but he's been unable to get near the champion. There's a right hand landed by Hearns. Hutchings punching back. Under a minute to go in round 2. Oh, and another big right hand. And another one by Hearns. Hutchings in difficulty again.
What has done the most damage has been the left hook thrown by Tommy Hearns.
Hutchings is game, though, Tim. He's winging back. He's missing, but he's winging back. See, he keeps reaching in. He keeps leading. Got to get himself together.
Under the 30-second mark we go. Round number 2. Well, the skills we described of Hutchings have just not been demonstrated here because he was hurt in round number 1 and is still just trying to get himself regrouped, so we haven't seen anything of what he can really do. The champion in command as we wind down round number 2, and Hutchings is going to get through this one as well. And he lands a right hand. Round number 3, the champion, Thomas Hearns. Challenger in all kinds of difficulty the first 2 rounds. 2 knockdowns in round 1. Hutchings managed to stay up to round 2, but has been unable to get close to the champion who has been in control totally.
Tim, when you get nailed early like that, that's the same as a sprinter in a 100-yard dash falling down at the starting line. It's tough to get back once you get a bad start like that.
To the Red Energy line, we are live from Saginaw, Michigan on CBS Sports Saturday.
Tommy's left jab, Tim, has been very effective, very consistent. In fact, there's a slight swelling on the left eye of Freddie Hutchings. And he's not stable.
Well, his conditioning certainly has enabled him to go this far because he was really banged around in round 1 and again in round 2, and here he is still trying to regroup, regather, get back to his fight plan. It's basically a counter-punching fight plan.
Tim, he has a great friend in Manoa Cruz. He's a great conditioner. I knew the fighter would be in great condition for the fight.
All of his friends in Stockton, California looking in, no doubt, with some concern at this point.
He's a little more settled down now, though, Tim. He's not reaching as much. He thinks he has to initiate the action all the time, and he doesn't.
Tommy now is going to work his left jab downstairs and upstairs, which I feel he's going to come over with the right hand. There he tried to throw the right hand. He's trying to set his man up.
Fred Hutchings, 27-1, 17 knockouts. Hearns, 39-1 with 33 KOs. The entire family here in attendance at ringside. Mom, brother Steve, who just won a gold medal in the Olympics. Another brother, a grandfather, 4 sisters, and assorted other relatives.
A right hand, counter right hand by Tom would be so beautiful to him because Freddie Hutchings, he's in position to be hit by that right hand. You notice the left jab, he picks it out and drops it.
Under a minute to go, or at least he landed that left jab on his last try. Hearns with a reach advantage. Hutchings with a 1-inch height advantage.
Tim, they're the same weight, but Tommy Hearns looks twice as big on...
There's right hand. There was a right hand on the right hand by Thomas Hearns.
Because Hutchings reaches in with that left jab and steps forward with that left foot and doesn't follow back. Tommy
Hearns having some fun in there now, and he hurt him with another right hand lead that time. And Hutchings again doing the right thing after being stunned, and now one of the handlers up on the corner looked like he was trying to stop the fight. from the Hutchings corner. There's a right hand by Hearns, and a combination. Hutchings won't go down. A handler stepping into the ring from the Hutchings corner, trying to get the referee to stop the fight, and Mercanti does. Hutchings' handler, I believe that's Benny Casey, stepped into the ring during the action, trying to get the referee to stop it, and Mercanti, the referee, has stopped the fight. Man was back after Roberto Duran's second-round knockout, and it seemed like you wanted to do the same thing here today. Were you trying to convince yourself, or just everybody watching?
Well, I tell you, I was trying to get the man out of here. I know I had the ability to do so, so I wanted to put the pressure on him. I knew that the first round was going to be more like a fill-out round, and then after that, I knew that I would be able to go in and work from there. After I was able to get a fill-out, I felt like the second round I wanted to go in and add more pressure and start using more shots, putting shots together.
There was no doubt that had he been able to get through the first couple of rounds, the fight could have been different because he's a very skilled boxer, but you never gave him a chance to get started.
I understand that he's a very skillful boxer. My plan was to just use my punching power, my ability to box as well as my punching power, and put that in and combine it all together. And I knew they would have a lot of power because I felt like I was a lot stronger than Fred was at the time.
Well, you sure were. Let's go back at the handler. Casey wanted to prevent Hutchings from any further punishment. Well, we've already heard that Mugabe and Moore maybe are in your plans at 154, but I know that in everybody's mind, Marvin Hagler is the man. He's probably watching here today. What's your thought?
I know Marvin Hagler is watching. I know he's watching. He's sitting back. He's just thinking now. I mean, he's having a very hard time to even think now. It's constantly bothering him day in, day out. It's just caused a big problem for Marvin Hagler. He knows that his time is coming next, and the Hitman will get him just like he got everybody else.
You're a true champion. You were really ready for this fight. You didn't take him for granted, and you did the job. Congratulations. Tommy Hearns, WBC state champion, defending his crown for the second time.
Good evening, folks, and a hearty welcome to our drive-in theater. We've a wonderful evening's entertainment lined up for you, one that will provide several hours of pleasurable relaxation and diversion for you and your family. Did you fail to dress up for tonight's show? No tie, an old shirt and slacks, a house dress? Well, don't give it a thought. We're glad you came as you are. We just want you to enjoy yourselves. Don't forget to visit our refreshment center during the intermission or any time. You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer. So will the youngsters. Everything is quality and so good. We hope you'll make this a weekly visit. Bring the family. Bring your friends. There are always wonderful new pictures to see, delightful snacks to nibble, a gay, pleasant evening for all. Oh, a word of caution. Don't drive over 10 miles an hour in the theater area for your safety's sake. And Mom or Pop, go with the kids when they leave the car. We hope you have a wonderful time. Come back soon.
It's intermission time, folks, and that means it's time for a tasty snack. How about a stroll over to the refreshment counter for a delicious bite to eat? You don't have to worry about missing any part of the show because our announcer will let you know 3 minutes before the show starts again. See you over at the refreshment counter.
Hi, I'm Chili Dilly, the personality pickle. Packed in a jar for the freshest flavor. Served cold in a sack for you to savor. So dainty to eat, no muss, no fuss. An ideal snack for all of us. Crisp, tender, and tasty with a bit of spice. Buy one now. Taste how nice. Snack bar clerks will knock themselves silly, speeding your order for a real Chili Dilly.
Attempting to get inside. He'd love to be able to pin Hearns on the ropes if he can.
A more aggressive start by Hagler. Look at him, right for the body. Marvin Hagler only wants the body. He bangs Marvin. Oh, Hearns may have hurt him with a right hand.
Hearns another right. Hearns hits him with an uppercut. Hagler, he's hurt. Hagler is done. Hearns got inside. Hit him with a right uppercut. Marvin ties him up.
Marvin Hagler is still hurt.
So it was Hagler coming out like a bullet. Good left by Hagler, but Hearns didn't flinch. Marvin going for the body. Wild first round.
Wow, what a shock. And it was Hagler who initiated it, not Thomas Hearns.
On the left by Hagler. Hearns comes back. Another right. That one stunned Hearns. What a first minute of the fight.
Tommy Hearns has been able to drop that right hand in, and it has hurt Hagler, a surprise to many people.
Another right hand from Hearns. Hearns moving. Hagler still pursuing. Comes in with a right. Missing with a left hook.
Here's where I believe Hagler should turn to righty. He could block that right hand easier, and he would land his own left hook.
Hearns with a devastating punch. Swelling near Hagler's left eye. Again, Tommy trying to come inside the hands of Hagler.
Low blow by Hearns. Hagler's still looking for the body.
A right by Hagler. Good right got in. He has Hearns where he'd love to keep him on the ropes, but Tommy comes off easily. Another good right by Hearns.
Hagler is now shaking those right hands off, though, Al. He was stunned a little early, and he's normally a slow starter.
He's also bleeding. Hagler is cut. Hagler is cut. Bridge of the nose.
Hagler hitting him low. He is banging the body well. He is taking shots to the head.
He blocks that right. Hearns tries to come in with the uppercut, and Hagler ties him up with a minute to go in a wild first round. Marvin with a good left hand.
There's blood all over Marvin Hagler's face. Can't tell where it's coming from.
I thought it started from the bridge of the nose originally, but blood all over the face of Hagler here in round one. But Hagler has him on the ropes. Hagler working on him. Hagler relentless, but Hearns trying to box his way out. Half a minute to go in round one. How far can this one go? Not very far at this pace.
This is where Hagler wants him, but Hearns counter-punching off those ropes fairly effectively.
Tremendous first round. Hagler pinning him to the ropes. Working on him, but Hearns uppercutting again. Hagler bloody. A tremendous, sensational first round, and Hearns gets hurt. Hearns got stunned. Hagler was stunned early in the round. Great first round. All the height. And then some. Round two now.
Oh.
The club. Left hand by Hagler.
They said this fight would be determined on heart and the good chin. Right now, that's exactly what it's being determined on. Both men have been hurt. You can throw the strategy out the window right now.
A wild first round. Hearns again trying to uppercut. Hearns trying to box. Moving. Slipping off the rope. Coming back and trying to land that right.
They are yelling, keep boxing, Tommy, from his corner, and that looks like what he's going to try and do in this fight.
Hearns off balance. His foot was stepped on, not close to a knockdown.
Excuse me, Al. Hagler turns righty. I think this could be a key moment in this fight.
For the first time, Hagler switching, gets in with a left hand. This round sort of the way people anticipated the first round might go. Another right hand, stuns Hearns. The crowd, of course, emphatic over every punch that's thrown. Hagler, despite that least disadvantages, has been able to get into Hearns more so I think most people expected.
For one simple reason, good left hook by Hagler. He took the best Hearns could offer, and he did come in. He's getting through that right hand, even though he's getting hit with it.
Halfway through round two.
Hagler has fought most of this round as a righty. Now he switches southpaw and lands. Not as effective as a righty as I thought, but now it's a southpaw. The jab lands well.
That right jab. Hagler coming in with a left. Richard Steele saying, punch your way out, punch your way out.
A key element now is Hagler is working when he's on the inside. He's not just holding, he is working the body of Tommy Hearns.
fluid and moving. Trying to get inside again. The cut opens up over Hagler's forehead. And the blood begins to trickle down. Hagler working inside, now up top. Half a minute to go in round two.
What a left.
Hearns trading with him. Hagler comes out to the right or left, and another right. He has Hearns in trouble with the ropes. Tommy trying to punch his way off the ropes. Hagler wants to keep him there. Goes to the body.
Hagler throws low blows. Marvin Hagler wants to turn this into an alley war, and he's done it. Another low blow. Richard Steele may take points away soon, but will it matter?
Second round coming to an end. Hagler bloody, but very much unbound. Into round two.
Keep your hands up. Look, you finish up with the guy. You move out the left side on the other. You got to put a band. Put a big boxing. Still in boxing. Let's get the second man. Move off to one side or the other. You're getting hit on tail end punches. You understand?
You can hear Manny Stewart talking to Hearns. They work on the cut of Hagler.
And the Petronelli's good cut men. Goody and Pat have done an excellent job on the cuts of Hagler. What a shock that that man initiated this war right from the beginning. And you know what? I thought he would do better. He has done better as a southpaw, and he may stay at that.
Again, Stewart telling Hearns to box. As you say, though, Hagler turning it into a street fight.
Well, he turns righty. He wants it to be a street fight. Listen, Marvin Hagler has been rough inside. He's thrown some low blows. He has thrown some elbows. But you know what? Now the right is getting there, but it's not hurting Hagler. We've got our answer, I think, to some extent. Tommy has been hard-pressed to hurt him with that right. Stunned him early, but not in the last round or two.
Very early.
Just as we thought might happen, Tommy Hearns was hurt early, so he is boxing. Now, he has good boxing skills. He did it against Sugar Ray. Can Hagler get to it in his posture?
Some people thought, as he again becomes off balance, some thought that if Hearns stayed outside and stayed on his bicycle, it would become a dull fight with Marvin chasing him.
But Marvin has been able to corner him, and when Marvin gets him in the corner, he is roughhousing him well.
Again, Hagler is all bloodied. Time is called by Richard Steele to send Hagler over to the ring doctor. He's calling the ring doctor in. Of course, the last thing in the world Hagler wants is the fight to be stopped. The doctor looks at it. Back comes Hagler with a wild left hand. It has to be impeding his vision with the right eye. Tremendous right. Hearns appears rubbery. He appeared that way in the second round.
You know, Richard Steele is breaking these fighters very quickly. That's uncharacteristic of him. It's hurting Hagler because he wants to work inside. Hearns is smiling, but he's taking shots.
Another right hand. Hearns turns his back, takes another right. Hearns in deep trouble again. Hearns is down. Hearns is down in the third round and on his back. And he's not going to beat the count. I don't believe. Tommy Hearns tries to get up, and
They've got to stop this fight.
does he get up? He just doesn't know. He can't continue. Hagler full of blood. Division stopping him in the third round after Hearns almost ended it on a first round knockout. It didn't go very far, but it was a beauty.
Against marvelous Marvin Hagler. Shuler, though he was the #1 ranked middleweight of the time and the NABF champion, was very unknown. He was a tall, lanky boxer from Philadelphia who, as you've seen, beat James Kinchin in a very important win for him. But against Jerry Holly in the bout on ESPN just before this matchup, a couple of weaknesses had been exposed. One was that he could be hit by the right hand, and of course that would be something that would be a problem for him against Thomas Hearns. So when we return, we will go back to Caesars Palace in Las Vegas to take a look at Tommy Hearns and James Shuler, and I'll be joined at ringside by Tim Ryan and Gil Clancy.
The North American Boxing Federation at ringside, the president of that organization and a member of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Mr. Sammy Macias. Your referee is Richard Steele. Introducing, in the blue corner, the challenger, fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 160 pounds. His professional record consists of 40 wins, 2 defeats, with 34 KOs. He is the WBA Super Welterweight Champion of the World, Thomas the Hitman Hearns. And in the red corner, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, he too weighs 160 pounds. He is undefeated in his professional career with 22 wins, 16 KOs. The NABF Middleweight Champion, James Shuler.
There is James Shuler, 22-0, 16 knockouts. Tommy Hearns, 40-2 with losses only to Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And you can see there, 2 tall guys. Now, Hearns is, I guess, in every fight that I can recall at least, had that height advantage, and here he is looking somebody in the eye for a change, so that'll be kind of interesting. Although in this picture, he looks a little taller than James Shuler.
Yes,
maybe he's got elevated heels on.
Well, no, they probably taught Shuler to bend his knees.
All right, Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy and Al Bernstein from Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, Nevada. Gil, I just feel so much better having heard that announcement from Chuck Hull. It would have been a wait for everybody here through the remainder of the evening, and that would take some of the luster out these 2 fights to follow, and we do promise a later medical report on Richie Sanders.
Tim, especially you and I know the kid so well, and he's such a great kid.
Delightful young man. All right, we're underway. Both in gold trunks. Black Gold has the black stripe. Tommy Hearns with a new short haircut, taking a little weight off the top of his head.
A little less protection, Tim.
That's right. There's that piston-like jab of Hearns. And Shuler has an excellent jab as well.
Tim, you have 2 well-schooled fighters here. They were 2 of our best amateurs probably in the last 10 years. You're going to see a good technical bout.
Solid shots to the body by Thomas Hearns, but Shuler stayed right there with him. Left hook back from Shuler. Another ripping left hook to the body. And a right. That moved Shuler backwards. A straight right by Hearns.
Not only moved him backwards, Tim, it wobbled him, and down he goes.
Another one, a right hand by Hearns. He will not get up.
Well, now we know that Tommy Hearns can hit middleweights and knock them out. And boy, did he knock them out.
Tommy Hearns in the first round.
Tim, he came into this fight at a full 160 pounds. Look at those back muscles on Tommy Hearns. He looks like a light heavyweight.
Thomas Hearns at 113 of the first round with a knockout of James Black Gold Shuler. Now let's go back and see the knockout. There's the right hand. That hurt him. There's the left of the body. He was already wobbling, as you pointed out, Gil. And there's that overhand right. Little short chopping shot that perfectly aimed and delivered.
Tim, right on the button. Watch where this right hand lands. Right on the button. That says lights out, Ryan.
Ladies and gentlemen, time. 1 minute, 13 seconds of the first round. The winner by a knockout and new NABF middleweight champion from Detroit, Michigan, Thomas the Hitman Hearns.
Tommy Hearns, and he's in the ring now with our Al Bernstein.
You came out throwing left hooks to the body. Was that designed to get his hands even lower?
My plan was to come out to box James and start working on his body to use the body attack, because I noticed in his fight with James Kitchen, he didn't like the body shot too well. So my strategy was to box him and use the body shots too. But here I felt great. My legs was very strong, and I felt that I was able to execute at any time. I felt like it. Anytime I felt like going out there and letting off, I had the power to do so.
Congratulations to Thomas Hearns. Let's go back to Gil and Tim at ringside.
All right, Al. We're told that Al Bernstein is standing by with a guest over in our celebrity section.
Yes, indeed. Tom Selleck is here with me, and Tom had a problem. He's got a cup of coffee with him. He went to get that cup of coffee, and what happened, Tom?
Well, the fight happened.
Yeah, right.
I was about 10 seconds from turning the corner to get back in, and I heard a yell, and I looked around the corner, and Hearns had his hands up like this, and I guess he won. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I can tell.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.